to feel like you were forcing it on me. And
forcing the word of God?
Yes.
This is a PG. All right.
And it wasn't because you didn't think that I could do it on my own, or that you just completely overlooked that I had my own journey, but you were just so excited with where you were at and the feeling that you had because you had accepted God completely into your life, and just the way that He was working in your life, and you wanted that for me.
And it was a little bit of that second one. I noticed some of the things that you would do. I was just like, but I was on that. I was on it. I was like, look, man, look, I'm the head of this household. I'm supposed to be minister of this house. Like, I'm ministering. I would preach to the kids, and I'd be calling you like, hey, where you at, man? You need to come get some of this too. So I noticed. I noticed, but I didn't realize, it was hindering your journey. That's what I didn't realize. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that. And once I kind of got that understanding, and it took a couple different things to happen, the conversations that I would have with, people who are close to me and, spiritually connected with me. And then it took some of the stuff that, we went through, because I feel so good. But now I'm starting to get attacked in something that's close to me. It's like, okay, but on the end, I'm going to praise and I'm going to worship, but I love her even more because I love myself first. I love God first, then myself, and then I love you. And so naturally I'm going to love you more because my love is placed in God. And so God lives inside of me. Holy Spirit lives inside of me. And so by loving God, I'm in turn loving myself. And so I can naturally love you more. Does that make sense? And so me just wanting to love you more or loving you more is really what contributed to me wanting to just say, hey, you know what? Kicking and screaming, we going all in, because we're in this. We're partners. When we got married, I had told you I want to get married in a church because I want to be married before God. This is a covenant with God, and God is a part of our relationship. It's me, you, and God. And so I'm getting married in a church, and I told you that. And so since we got married, been married 8 years, since we got married, that was the constant. That's what we were doing. It was going to be God in this. And so when we took him off the shelf, finally, it was like, I need you to see this shiny new toy I got. I need you to see what everything that it does. Matter of fact, I want you to play with it too. That's kind of what it was like for me. But, but it definitely as I took time away from, I'll say this, I learned to love you from a distance. I've been telling you that lately. And that's important. I think that's one of the most important things that as a husband I needed to do. Because when I love you from a distance, I allow you to love yourself more than I love you. Because if I'm loving you too close, and hopefully it comes out the way it is in my head. If I'm loving you too close, then you're not able to love yourself because you can't see the areas that you need your self-love in. You can't grow individually because I'm smothering you. So I learned that I need to love you from a distance, which can mean many different things. But I know for me, it meant, taking a step back and really focusing on the things that I need to focus on and trust that you'll get to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like trusting you'll get there. Not just saying, well, I need to make sure she gets there. No, she's going to get there. She's going to get there in her own time. And as long as I'm loving her and I'm giving her the space to get there, she'll naturally get there on her own. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean.
Well, when you did that, it did change me spiritually, because I had started feeling, I don't want to say forced, but for a lack of a better word, I was starting to feel like you were forcing it on me. And
forcing the word of God?
Yes.
This is a PG. All right.
I had started feeling like you were trying to force me to go to church or to read the Bible or, just to kind of be worshiping when you were worshiping. Or you would be like, have you seen the sermon that I sent you today? And I'm like, I'm at work.
Yeah.
And
I would call you right after I sent it. That was out of line, man.
Didn't even give me time to even watch it.
Hey,
did you watch it?
I thought it took a second to get that thing going.
But when you took a step back, I did have an issue at first when you took a step back, because when you took a step back, you told me that you were going to take a step back, and then you did. And at first, I felt like it wasn't important to you anymore.
Yeah. And
that you didn't care about it anymore. And so I was a little butthurt, but I started changing spiritually. And since you've stepped back, I think that, and I've always been a spiritual person. I've always had a relationship with God. But I feel like when you took a step back, I've actually grown more than I ever have in my faith. But the crazy thing is, even though you took a step back, you still continue to share with me, because you still send me sermons. You'll tell me, hey, I saw this one today. I think you'd really like it.
Yeah.
But you don't say you need to watch it.
I think I do more now of calling you, and we're dissecting the sermons.
Yeah. And
we're just having a discussion. Because that's really where it started. It started with you.